I am at a loss for words. I am flabbergasted. I am deceived. And please, can all the Ruka fans just come here? We all need a hug right now. Ayo, guys, we are back for Rent a Girlfriend Tuesdays, and it feels like it's been forever, but chapter 4 or 6 has just came in and it's broken my heart. Because Kazuya did what he had to do, but Ruka has responded in the worst way possible, and honestly, both of these idiots need some work. But before we begin this psychoanalysis of these two, don't forget to hit that like button, the hype button if you're on mobile, and subscribe to help me recover from this character assassination. Oh my god, I'm hurting. I'm hurting really bad. Alright, shut up, Dinky. So on to the chapter. We start off with the chapter cover page of Ruka on the floor, and here it looks like she's thinking over all of her actions, and it looks like she kind of feels bad, at least right here for a moment, right? And hopefully we can get her to come to her senses. Not us, I guess you could say Kazuya can get her to come to her senses. And obviously I'm lying to myself here because I've already read the chapter. So going on forward, yeah, like we speculated that Kazuya would do the right thing and finally stand up for himself and get over his fear of confrontation, and well, at least he tried here, right? He tries to do the right thing. He says some of the right things, but he does make some mistakes by saying the wrong things, especially right here, because he does tell Ruka that all of this was an accident and that it can never happen again, which of course shouldn't happen again, but was it really an accident? Then of course he goes on to say that she should never settle for being second, and that her first time shouldn't be wasted on him, and it should be with someone better. And I know all of you guys are screaming this. I know everybody is screaming for Ruka to find someone way better than Kazuya. The Kazuya haters are like going rapid over this statement. And as I said, that Ruka's reaction and response to this will be the defining moment after this incident. And how does she respond? With 3 simple no's to all of these points. And my fears about this outcome have come true, but the worst is yet to come, guys. And here, even Kazuya realizes that the understanding girl from earlier is gone and that she got her hopes up again as Ruka speaks up to ask something. So she goes ahead and asks if Kazuya still wants to do it with Shizuru right now, which leads to this dummy overreacting. Which I'll give him a pass for because he is really trying to not hurt Ruka here with any answers to even provoke her even more. But what Ruka is trying to get to is that after his post-nut clarity, all of those urges go away, and of course Kazuya is not responding to her question, which leads her to the conclusion that he doesn't love her very much. But we all know that Kazuya has a vivid and wild imaginations, and we see that boy at work at, look at his panel, guys. And yeah, he still wants to do it with Shizuru. But one important note is that we do see the smile during the date because this is the girl he's in love with, which I do believe is an important note. With Ruka, it's all about lust and the other is all about love. And this answer pisses off Ruka, and she asks, what about her right now? Does he want to do it with her right now? And this is exactly what I mean, because Ruka is a beautiful, attractive girl and any guy would want to do it with her, but the question here is love, which Kazuya points out, and what Ruka is trying to confuse it with here. And he mentions that this is a complicated situation because that thing has a mind of its own, which Kazuya knows is a terrible thing to say right now, but hey, it's the truth. It's really true, guys. And well, we get to see that Ruka isn't happy about any of this and claims that she has to go home, and then we get to see her bow here, which I think is very important. And then Kazuya and I are slapped with the reality that nothing was resolved here. No, Kazuya, this shouldn't be resolved later. This has to be done now. And here's the moment that I get betrayed again because Ruka doubles down about being second. Even though things didn't work out this time, she is not going to give up. And while Kazuya is telling her that it's never going to happen, he then gets told to shut up because Ruka is not talking to him. She is talking to his body since it has a mind of its own. Aw man, Kazuya, look what you've done. You've confused the whole thing. Now she thinks she can get away with it because the body wants it, not the soul. Oh god. And I'm just surprised that she didn't just grab him by the peen here while she said this. And Kazuya knows that things shouldn't be left as they are because Ruka has officially gone rogue. Hell, she might have Shizuru's contact, so she might blab about the whole situation. So he tells her not to tell her about anything that has happened today, and once again my heart gets shattered here because we see that Ruka responds by saying that she can't promise anything anymore, and oh no, what happened to the girl that I used to love? I know, Kazuya, me too, man. And the chapter ends with Kazuya calling his pole an idiot as he mulls over the situation as Ruka runs away. And oh guys, this is not how I wanted things to go, but I knew it was gonna go this way. I just knew it. And it's so hard to even say that Kazuya tried to do the right thing when he didn't even fight for it, and Ruka doubling down hurts me to my core. Reiji, why are you doing this with scheduled breaks too? Well, let's try to unpack this can of nasty worms. We didn't get the serious talk about the actual incident and now has been degraded to an accident by Kazuya. I know that there's way more to unpack there about this, but this is Kazuya's guilt over taking the actual act and trying to blow it over so, you know, we can just get past it. He doesn't want anyone to find out about it, especially Shizuru. It's exactly when another kid hits another kid and they're like, no, it was an accident, even though it was on purpose, or you know, there was obviously malintent there. And then he's also doing his best Shizuru look here with the male cat look. Is this the first time we've seen this? I know it's not the right time to say it, but I did want to point it out. But yeah, everything that Kazuya said here is right, but with no weight behind him, because every word that he says is blocked by every no by Ruka, and then there's no confrontation over the matter. So those are the two mistakes done by Kazuya, referring to the incident as an accident and then not standing his ground to confrontation. Because that understanding girl is gone, and I'm not blaming Kazuya, but his choice of words here and actions are leaving openings for her. Like as I just mentioned, when he calls this an accident, because it feels like Ruka does realize that she did do something bad on the chapter cover page. But then all of a sudden, this bad thing that she just did is being called an accident. But this wasn't an accident to her. She knows what she wants. She wants to have her first time with Kazuya. There was no accident here, and Kazuya should have said that he didn't want to do this and explain how he froze up, which he alludes to but doesn't elaborate on it, which is why Ruka reacts cruelly to and then storms out of the apartment. We see those hesitations from Kazuya again here because he tries to leave this for another day to resolve when he should be doing this right now because Ruka is officially a problem. And you guys can disagree with me, but back then I could excuse all of Ruka's actions because at her core she was just the archetype of a lovey-dovey girl who was just trying her hardest to be open about her feelings while trying to win over the main character. I loved her boldness, how she did not beat around the bush. She knew that she loved Kazuya and that she was the best option for her because she was a girl that wanted to be with Kazuya, who was once an angel, has lived long enough to see herself become the villain here. Because now it's no longer about love, it's all about lust, and it's going down a very dangerous path. And I know that Steve is going to be down in the comments saying, why do we applaud Kazuya for his pursuit of Shizuru and not Ruka's pursuit of Kazuya? But those roles have shifted. I was once on Ruka's side, blindly of course, because I know that this was never a true harem, I just liked Ruka. But here, it's not about winning anymore, it's about settling and just doing it. Hell, it's not even about Kazuya anymore, it's just about his body now, it's all lust. Guys, what happened? Why is Ruka so obsessed with Kazuya's body now? Is it possible that maybe she overheard the conversation over at Hawaiian's about how big Kazuya actually is? I mean, she grabbed it and now she doesn't want to let go. But let's get serious again, guys, because Ruka has changed and it's visually apparent now because we don't see her with her iconic hair bow anymore. It's not clear if it was left behind in the apartment or it's in her bag now, but since her shift to attack mode, she has not been wearing it and we have seen a shift in her character. She is no longer that cute, naive girl anymore. She looks angry, frustrated with how things have played out during this trial relationship. So now this journey to wait it out until July 11th has gotten way too complicated. We now have Mommy at the driving classes, we still have that meeting with Umi, and now we have a loose cannon Ruka. This self-improvement arc has shown no progress at all, but Kazuya is going to need to learn how to swim quick because this ain't no calm waters anymore, guys. And also heads up because we do have a break next week, so I will have another predictions video coming and also a Ruka focus video planned as well because I gotta get some things off my chest. So that's it for me, guys. Now I turn it over to you. How are you guys feeling about this chapter? Look over to your Ruka fans because we are all in a very, very sad place right now. So let me know how you guys are feeling down in the comments below. And as always, guys, if you made it this far into the video, don't forget to hit that like and hype button. That would help me out so much. And while you're down there, why not hit the subscribe button and help me get over the pain and loss of Ruka? Oh man, why did this have to happen? I guess I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, I appreciate you. Happy holidays, guys.